Alright, boys, it's time for the draft. I asked you guys what we should do, but I really don't have much to work with here. As you can see, I have the 30th pick in the first round because we won the Stanley Cup. I can't trade away Brad Richards. I can't trade away any of those other players who only have 1 year left on their contract. I'll show you why, okay? So, Phoenix. Phoenix has the first pick. So yeah, if we were going to trade away players that I didn't care for, that I'm going to cut in the offseason, I would just do something like this. But I know this doesn't work. So they're first, right? Let's say I go to my centers, and who did we say? Stoll, who's only got 1 year left. But see how he only has 1 year left? That means it's going to be up after the draft. They have to re-sign him right again. So we'll put him out there, right? And then we'll put out, who's the other guy? MacArthur. Because we're going to be able to get away without MacArthur this year. So Jared Stoll and MacArthur. And we'll just add some picks just to show you guys that it's going to go through without 7th and 2/4. Alright? Stoll and MacArthur for a 7th and 2/4 for the first overall pick. Now, this normally, it might go through because of the two players, but I'm telling you, because there's only 1 year left, it won't go through. Watch. This trade won't work for us in Phoenix. Completing this deal would not address our deficiencies in offensive strength. Alright, it didn't say it there because they wouldn't have accepted the trade even if. Like, they just didn't want the trade anyway. So, hang on. Let me just do this again to show you guys that I'm not just talking out of my ass here. MacArthur, and this time we will add, you know what, I'm just going to add a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 4th because I know it won't go through. Phoenix again. Even if this did go through, this would be a pretty good trade, even though I'm giving away a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 4th. And, like, I'm not going to sign these two guys. I can't sign them. I'm going to run out of cap space. And I have Colburn and Kadri coming up who can replace these two guys. And Grigorenko. So we don't need them, right? We want to play our rookies. So this is the first overall pick. This is more than they should take this, right? You guys are looking at this trade saying, Johnny, don't do this. I'm telling you, it won't go through. Watch. Here we go. There. Phoenix is going to decline this offer. Your contract with Jared Stoll expires shortly, and we feel it's unnecessary risk for our organization to complete this deal. See what I mean? They would have accepted it, but you cannot trade any players at the draft deadline trade that only have 1 year left. So that's what I was talking about, not having too many things to work with here to get the first overall pick. Watch, all my skaters with the good trade value. Anybody with 1, I can't trade. 2, I can trade, but it's Kessel, no way. Grigorenko, no way. Giroux, no way. Colburn, no way. Stahl, no way. Shen, no way. Phaneuf, no way. Franzen, can't trade. Kuhlman, no way. Richards, the one guy I can trade. But we can afford him for 1 more year, and before we have to re-sign Kessel and what's his name, Kessel and Phaneuf, because yeah, they say 2 years, but I told in the last video that it's going to turn to 1 year in like 1 more day simulation. Richards, so we're going to trade him next year for something, but Lyles we can't trade, MacArthur we can't trade, Simmons we can't trade, Kadri can't trade, Lupul can't trade. See all the ones he can't trade. Ollie we can trade, but we're keeping. Gardner we're keeping, and then the trade value is now crap. So that's what I mean. We really don't have much to work with here. So what I'm just going to try and do, I'm just going to try and get it for a steal here. Nothing special. I'm going to give my first, my second. Remember, it's the first pick for the 30th and the 60th. I think that's pretty good. And I'm going to add the 90th in there as well. I don't need those, so I'm going to pick them up on the free agency there. And is there anybody maybe I can just, somebody who's, I don't need, I want to keep Steckel for that 4th line. MacArthur, no, they won't accept any of those guys. These guys, Holzer, Jispers, and Blacker, they got some trade value in them. So we'll give them Holzer and, actually no, they only have 1 year left. I can't do that, right? Blacker, got to look down here. They only have 1 year left. Goalies, does anyone have some trade value? Naslund, oh, I'm going to keep Naslund. All right, that's it. Oh, wait, where's that? Oh, I can't trade Holzer because he's got 1 year. Yeah, Holzer's got 1 year. First, a second, and a third, and a 4th. Don't worry, I don't need those picks. I have the worst pick in the draft. Don't worry about the 2nd and the 3rd. Don't worry about it. If we can get the first, I don't even think this will go through. I still don't think this will go through. We'll see, though. I really don't think this will go through. A 1st, 2nd, and a 3rd. Blacker, who's like nothing. He's like a 4th. But, yeah, here we go. I don't think it'll go through. No. And that's a lot. That's all I'm going to offer. So this year, boys, I'm not going to trade up. I'm going to keep my draft picks. Nathan McKinnon is on the Vancouver Canucks. There you go, boys. He's going to he can play because Daniel and Henrik are a left wing and center, right? So he can play the right side for them. That's nice for them. And because it's the 30th pick, I know you guys always get pissed at me for this, but the computer actually drafts better players than I do because I don't have a full scouting report just yet. So I'm going to auto draft. All right, I'm going to get seven rookies this year because I had every single draft, so that's good. We rebuilt our team a little bit. Didn't get any superstars, but that's okay. That's okay. Can we upgrade this? No, we can't upgrade that. That's okay. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. When you simulate to this day now, this is where the time switches over. All right. This is where it switches. The contracts will go from 2 to 1, and then Phil Kessel, James Reimer, and Dion Phaneuf only have 1 year left on their contract. So that's what I mean. We'll keep Richards for this year, and then we can trade him at the next year's draft because he still has 5 years left, and he'll be up there. He'll be up there. He only has C minus for potential. That's fine. That's fine. He can still get better with that. Yep. Continue. All right. So, but now we'll see if our players got any better, like Kadri, Colburn. All right. So our centers. Getzlaf, Richards, Giroux, Stoll. Yeah, okay, so they're still about that. So Kadri, Colburn are 80s overall. That's not bad. It's not bad because Kadri is more offensively gifted, so he can play on the wing. I might start him off on the wing. Maybe on the third line or second line winger there. And then I clicked on Kadri again. I meant to click on Colburn. And Colburn fits into that perfect spot that Jared Stoll was in last year. He's not the greatest yet for defensive awareness, but offensive awareness is coming along. Still has the B's for potential. Excuse me. So yeah, I want to start producing him. I think he's going to be better in this than he was in the New Jersey franchise. So that's good. Yeah, okay, that's all there for centers. Left wingers. Okay, you know what? We're just going to start re-signing these guys because we know who we want to re-sign. We got to get Ryan Getzlaf back. Absolutely. He wants 3 years at 6.3. Okay, there's our timer going off. So, you know what? We'll make this video a re-sign stage quickly. Okay, so I kind of only want to sign this guy to 1 year just so I want to make sure that I get Kessel. But Ryan Getzlaf is arguably more important than Kessel right now and Phaneuf. A 91 overall center, and he's only 28. He can last the rest of our franchise, and we have 3 years left. So I'm going to try and get him till he's 33. That would be pretty good. If I can get him for 5 more years at... stop going down. At 5.7. You know what? We won the Stanley Cup. We have our team is pretty 5.555. I don't think he'll accept that, but I'm going to start low with all the players here. I really want to get them for good contracts. If I'm going to have a good team, because Grigorenko, Kadri, and Colburn, they're going to want their contracts one day. Maybe I'll be able to sign them for long-term low, but usually when they're young, they only want 1 or 2 years. Stoll, we're going to pass on right now. Steckel, we're going to sign David Steckel. He's our 4th-line grinder. We need him back there. 1 year because I don't want him to affect the Kessel, Phaneuf, Reimer contract situation next year. So 1.2 for him. But yeah, we need Steckel back there. Kadri. All right, so let's see how much we can get Kadri for. If we can get him for long term, see what I mean? 1 year. 1 year at 1.5. So I'm going to try and get him for 4 years. And since it's more, we'll give him 1.75. Come on, Kadri. That'd be great. That'd be a steal. Nelson. See, Colburn, we got to sign next year as well, and he'll be in mid-80s center. So yeah, he's going to be expensive as well. So next year's a big draft year, scouting or contract year. Goddamn, contract year. Nikolai Kuhlman, who we signed him last year, right? Nah, we got him for a steal. He's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got him for like another 5 years at 2.75. So Kuhlman stays on our team for the whole franchise. That's for sure. He's a steal. That's great. Restuli, this is probably a guy that we drafted. Sign him. There you go. All right, go down here. My rookies, right wingers. Phil the Thrill is going to be up next year. Joffrey Lupul. He had a great year. Had a great playoff. Good. I thought he would want 4 years. He only wants not 4 years. 4 mil. He only wants 3.5. But he wants 2 years. I'm only one, Joffrey. Only one. I'll give you 3.25. Yeah. There you go. We need Joffrey back. Wayne Simmons, yeah, 3rd line right winger. We need his 2-way forward. Since this guy wants a little bit more, let's see if we can snag him for long term at, you know what, 2.5 is pretty good for this player, though. I don't want to lowball him too much. 2.4 for 5 years. Come on, Simmons, that'd be great. We need him. We need him. Colby Armstrong, I want to re-sign Colby, but he's expensive. It's not that bad. He doesn't want that much anymore. Let's try to get you for, no, we don't need you for 4 years. Yeah, 2 years sounds about it. You know, 1 year because of the Kessel thing coming up next year. Yeah, 1.9. Grigorenko, thank God for him. So he's still got 3 more years because I sent him down to the juniors, so he still has his rookie contract for 3 years. That's good. Brown, Scott, we're gonna release. We don't need Scott. Greenop, we're gonna release. We're gonna release all these 25-year-olds we don't need anymore. Mitchell, don't need. Lupo, we signed. Fratton, I wish we could keep Fratton, but he's not. He's not turning out to be good. Defenseman, do we have to sign anybody? Stahl, we have for another 2 years. Shen, we have for another 3 years, so our whole franchise, that's good. Dion, 1 more year. Cody France, and we got to sign this guy. He's probably only going to want 1 year. 4 years, oh wow. So I can actually get this guy for the whole, yeah, okay. 6 years at 3.2. Same, actually 3.3. There you go. That's 6 years. That'd be a good steal for Cody. John Michael Lyles, we will hold off on you. I actually might be able to re-sign John Michael because I dropped Stoll and MacArthur. So that's good. Holzer, no, we're going to drop these young defensemen. I know, boys, but you just don't need them. They're not turning out to anything. I can sign some rookies in the offseason that can develop better than these guys. All right? These guys also, if I have a full roster, they stop me from doing trades. So Corey Genovese, this guy, probably a draft from one of my computers. There you go. And goaltenders, James Reimer, he is now an 85, so he didn't go up that much. Wow. He was an 84 last year, and now he's got C potentials. Damn. Yeah, he's not that good, but I think one more solid year he'll get up to like an 87, 88. So we have to make it far into the playoffs again. Damn, his potential went down, though. Whatever. He's still in 25. You can slowly, progressively get better with a C potential, so it's not bad. And he won the Conn Smythe, so we've done it once, we can do it again. Ben Scrivens, yeah, we'll sign you to, wow, you want a lot. No, we don't need you, Ben Scrivens. Jeez, we'll sign another rookie goalie. Same overall, just a lot cheaper. All right, so we got everyone. Let's see, we'll simulate the days. We'll do one simulation, so that way you guys can look at the cap space, see who re-signed, see who I have left, and maybe help me to see who I have to re-sign. So we have Ryan Getzlaf. We got him for 5 more years at 5.555. That's huge. What a steal we got Ryan Getzlaf for. A 90 overall center we're going to have for pretty much the rest of his career and our franchise. Man, there you go. There's one piece of the puzzle. Cody Franzen, tough decision, but I've decided to renew our association. I almost balked. Isn't that supposed to be I almost walked based on the contract length? Whatever. It might be a spelling mistake. I wouldn't doubt it. Cody Franzen. Joffrey Lupul. There you go. He's back. So we got everybody. Wayne Simmons is back as well. Colby Armstrong, no. David Steckel, no. Nazem Kadri. Oh, we got Nazem Kadri for a steal. Oh, we're going to be able to put a good team out there. All right, boys. So I'll let you look at the rosters here. Go to all skaters. Sort by the overall. So Getzlaf we got for 5.55 for the next 7 years or 5 years. So we're great for Getzlaf. Richards, again, he has a huge contract. And that's pretty good for 89 center at 6.665. But I think we can trade him next year because he is getting kind of old. Mark Stahl, another 2 years. Giroux, 1 more year. Oh, he's going to be up there next year as well with Kessel, Phaneuf, Colburn, Giroux. So we got to re-sign all these guys next year. And we only have 34 cap space to do it. So it's going to be a big year next year. So keep that in mind for your opinions. Phil Kessel and Phaneuf, there you go. 1 year left as well. Cody Franzen we have for a franchise. And look at that. What a steal we got Cody Franzen for. 6 years. Kuhlman we have. So we're getting all of our players to long-term contracts here. Joffrey Lupul, we have 1 year because I wanted to keep space available. Wayne Simmons, we got him for the rest. Look at that. And at 2.4. What a steal. Clark MacArthur, we haven't signed yet. John Michael Lyles, we haven't signed yet. Jared Stoll, we haven't signed. Keith Ollie, Colby Armstrong, we haven't signed yet. Gardner's got 1 more year before we have to sign him as well. Grigorenko, Steckel, we haven't signed yet. Go down here, all these guys. Yeah. So, boys, I have $10 million left in the cap for this year. All right? And I can sign these players. Lyles, Armstrong, Stoll, Steckel, and MacArthur. All right, so which out of these players should I sign for next year? Or maybe just sign going into free agency? Or should I cut them all so I have more money going into free agency, all right? But if I should sign them, I can't sign them all because MacArthur wants 3.5, Steckel wants 1.5, Stoll's going to want 3.5, Armstrong wants about 2.5, and Lyles is going to want 3.5. So I can't sign them all. So who should I sign, boys? Lyles, Armstrong, Stoll, Steckel, MacArthur? Don't worry about Mueller. We're going to release this guy right now, actually. So there you go. There you go. I can maybe get 2 or 3 of these guys, depending on which ones it is. But I think I need Steckel, maybe need Lyles, and I maybe need Armstrong. But MacArthur might have some good trade value. Same thing with Stoll. So, or do I want to just cut all 5 and go into free agency with $10 million? Let me know, boys. It's up to you.